Hello and welcome to the 12th annual Taste of the SouthCoast coverage by New Bedford Cable Network. I am your host, Paul Santos. This is going to be a lot of fun. This is a terrific event. As we said, the 12th time this has been going on down here at Pier 3 in New Bedford. It is sponsored by Pier Fish Company and is hosted by the Friendly Sons of St. Patrick. Last year, so many people came down. It was a terrific event. We thought we'd come back again. People get to walk around and sample all of the great foods in our area. Over 20 participants between restaurants and eateries and caterers, and they have a friendly competition. And we use the word friendly because, you know, it's a friendly competition, but they're competitors. They want to win. And last year they had so many different restaurants. I remember D&B Burgers was up there. There's different categories like food, desserts, best booth. And people actually get to vote. And of course they have professional votes. And then at the end, they announce who all the winners are. So we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to walk around. Let's check it out. We're standing here with Kevin Thompson. He's obviously here participating in this terrific event. Great to see you again.
Nice to meet you too, man.
Tell me about this outfit. I love this outfit.
Well, so obviously, as you can tell, I'm a bit Scottish, but I also run a marketing firm, and I do a lot of PR and marketing, and I'm trying to help people get them out of their own way. And if you're going to be seen, what's better? You be the only guy in town in a kilt. Everybody knows who you are. They might not know your name, but they know what you do. And I also do videos every night that are to help people get over their anxieties, their hang-ups, because I figured this way: if you can wear a kilt to Walmart, go get your milk and eggs, get all the way in there and out and have your sanity, you can do anything.
Well, I think you look fantastic in the kilt, but I'm glad to see that you haven't raised the hemline at all. Kept it at the same level.
No, I stopped growing probably about 20 years ago. So yeah, if that thing changes, something's wrong.
Well, tell me a little bit about this event, because this is a terrific event. It's the 12th annual Taste of the SouthCoast. I know the Friendly Sons are the host, and every year it seems to be growing.
Oh, this year it's amazing. We've got 20 restaurants in there. They've got all different kinds of foods. They've got everything from donuts. The donut factory's here, and I tried one of those donut holes that they're giving away. Oh my God, I almost cried. We've got the bakers back, and they've got their linguiça cheese rolls again, which are awesome. So you go to the donut place, you get the cheese roll. We've got people from D&B Burgers who's out here cooking. We have Two Sisters food trucks out here. We've got Emma Jean's out here. We've got Dorothy Cox. We have all kinds of people. We've got the I forgot what it's called, the oven, the brick oven. Yeah. They're out here cooking. There is an amazing example of local food. Some of it's being cooked here on site. It's just awesome. You come out here, you get in, all the food's free. Once you get in the door, we also have a beer tent, so that helps. We've got live music, and we'll be here till 5 o'clock tonight down on Pier 3 in New Bedford.
And people get to participate, they get to vote for all these different restaurants and all these eateries in many different categories.
Oh yes, absolutely. So anybody who comes down, you have tickets, so you get to vote. You get to vote on the best foods, best desserts, and we have awards at the end of the night that are handed out. And it's become quite a prestigious award if you win one of these.
Well, Kevin, great to talk to you. Keep up the good work, and
Thank you
we'll
very much.
Talk to you soon.
Absolutely.
Judge us simply because our hair is on. Oh, simply we got to find a way to the first time some biggie life, biggie sight, don't follow this dream with brutality. Yeah, talk to me so you can see.
Joined here by Tim Murray. He is the president of the Friendly Sons of St. Patrick. Obviously an exciting day here at the 12th annual Taste of the South Coast. How's it going? You a little nervous at the beginning as the president?
Not really nervous, just hoping everything lines up. There's not really much we can do. We did what we can do to prepare, and just hopefully what we did was enough to get enough people here to make it worthwhile.
Most people get to show up, come in, taste all the great food around the greater New Bedford area, but I think the thing that's interesting is that you guys have to do all the setup, you guys have to do all the preparation. So what is the preparation like?
Well, it's 3 days of 3 12-hour days to put on a 5-hour event, so it's definitely a lot of preparation. That's just the physical preparation, and then it's getting with all the restaurants, getting a good an all-star lineup, and all the rest of the logistics of it, through dealing with the city for permitting and everything else. It's quite a bit of work, that's for sure.
Right, but then it pays off in the end.
Not for us personally, but at least we get a chance to raise some money to give back in the community. The Friendly Sons do a lot in the greater New Bedford area, and we give a lot of it back. And we give all of it back, and it's a good sense of pride to be able to do that, that's for sure.
Well, things are going well, so keep up the good work, sir.
All right, thank you.
And who do we have here?
Mark McCabe.
And you are from New Bedford.
I was born in New Bedford.
And where are you now?
I'm here now, but I lived in California most of my life.
All right, very good. Well, tell me a little bit about this event. Why do you like coming down here?
Because it's all our culture. It's every family and everybody working together for the common good of a city and the flavors of the city.
What line are you in right now? Because I'm trying to figure out where
pizza.
You're talking about
the brick oven pizza.
Have you heard about it? Have you eaten it before?
I'm watching everybody in line.
Well, it's like when you go to a restaurant and there's a lot of people in the lot, that means it's a good restaurant, right?
It means somebody's here for something.
Well, enjoy the day. Thanks very much.
You too. Have a nice day, America.
The Brick Oven Pizza has become one of the more popular places to stop, and a lot of it has to do with that guy over there. He's in charge. What is your name, sir?
Mark.
What is it?
Mark.
All right, and you got 2 places now, right?
Oh, I just got this, and I got the mobile catering oven.
All right, tell me a little bit about how this all started.
Started 10 years ago. Had a baby girl named Ella. And here we are 10 years later. We have a restaurant, we have a mobile oven. We're into cooking with fire. It's all pretty cool.
Sounds awesome, thank you.
Thank you.
We're here with Tori Kalis. She is Miss New Bedford. How are you?
I am great. How are you?
Fantastic. I can see you're enjoying the Taste of the South Coast. How come?
Absolutely. Everything is absolutely amazing. I'm actually going to go to the donut factory so I can get a donut now, and I'm really excited. But everything is absolutely amazing.
Well, I know that name Kalis, right? The famous Kalis family. So how are you related to the former mayor?
So he is my uncle, so my dad's brother, yes.
And Marlene?
That's my mom,
Ah, there she is. All right, the famous Kalis family. Well, that's great.
Yeah.
You're keeping the name going very well, you know?
I sure hope so.
So what are you doing here today? I know you were passing out programs, making a contribution.
Absolutely. I was making a contribution. I was helping out with the programs, as you said, and now I'm just kind of walking around greeting everyone and trying out all the delicious food. I love it.
All right.
This is an amazing event.
Well, you're representing our city very well. Keep up the good work.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Nice to talk to you.
You too.
All right, we're here with the owner of the very successful No Problemo, and you are?
Craig Paiva.
How long have you been in business now?
2002, like almost 17 years in September.
Smokes. Well, you guys kind of got a nice niche for yourself down there in down New Bedford. Why all the success?
I think it was because we were the first ones. So like we've been there for a long time. We were there before, the city was really where it is now, and now we're in there. You know what I mean? We're anchored in there now. You know.
Well, I like the fact
and we're fast.
Right. I like the fact you have the lunch thing, but now you also have, it's a nice place to go. Yeah. You got bands playing down there. Tell me about that.
We do some live music here and there, mainly like local original stuff, heavy music, stuff that like stuff that's not really it's not really for every place. You know, it's just kind of like we needed a place for that, and that's where I came in.
Well, I saw this band that's supposed to be playing there. Is it next week or the week after with the kind of the cutting edge name?
What one was it?
I don't remember.
Oh wait, who's playing? Well, last night, Friday night, we had a couple bands play. We had Stratosphere Giant, Bailey's band, and what was it? Another band. I can't remember exactly where they were. Brain Floss or something like that.
Yeah,
it was
right.
actually the loudest show I've ever seen in my entire life, and I've been going to music since I was like 15, 16.
Well,
and it was so loud.
Somebody's got to be like on the cutting edge. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And it's not me, but I mean, I gotta at least pretend I am, right? You know? I used to be when I was younger.
Where are you from?
We are from Carmine's Italian Restaurant,
All right.
downtown Water Street.
Yes, I know exactly where that is. I've been there before. Very nice.
Excellent.
She's walking around with some kind of a delicacy here, and people are just like going, zing, zing, zing. What do you got there?
It is our meatball with some homemade polenta, Parmesan Reggiano cheese. The one we serve at the restaurant is actually a 14-ounce meatball.
Wow. AJ's my
We got a
cameraman over here.
little taste of it right here.
What do you think? You
Try it.
think I should go for one of
I
these
think
babies?
AJ wants to try one.
AJ's going to get one too. I'm really
AJ
trying to
wants
try
to
it.
try
I'm gonna
one.
it. We're rolling, right?
You're
I'm going to try this right on the air. Here we go. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there.
That's some good stuff. So vote for Carmine's.
Yeah, we get the vote too. I forgot about that.
There you go.
All right.
Vote for Carmine's.
You got it.
Thank you,
Thanks
sir.
very much.
Have a
All
good
right.
one. Thank you.
And we're standing here with,
Reina Montanez.
all right, and how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Tell me a little bit about what you like about this event.
Oh, coming out to see all the local places and the good food that they have to sell.
And the music, I'm hearing the music in the background, You can have a beverage, you can talk to friends, right? It's a lot of fun.
That's a plus that they have a nice live band also.
This is Brandon Roderick. He is the owner of the Baker in downtown New Bedford. How long have you been in business? It seems like you guys are rolling pretty well over there.
We're doing pretty well. We've been in business about 1.5 years now, so it's going really well.
Well, I work in downtown New Bedford, and people are always saying like, "Hey, you got to get down to the Baker. You got to get down to the Baker."
You
and
haven't been there yet?
No, I have been there.
Okay. We were not doing our job if you haven't been there yet.
No, I have been there, and you guys, it's like home cooked stuff. That's what you're doing, right? Tell me about how you prepare the food.
Yeah, so we do artisan pastry, bread, coffee, and sandwiches. Everything's made in-house. We don't bring any doughs in. They're all made in-house, right down to our croissant dough. The French way, really.
And it's all within walking distance if you're a person in downtown New Bedford. It's a busy place during the day, especially around lunchtime. Just take that walk. It's only a few blocks from just about anywhere.
Yeah, 562 Pleasant Street, right next door to the police station. Actually, 2 free-hour parking right now because of downtown New Bedford. So come on down this week. Tuesday through Saturday, we're open.
Now, real quick, what gave you the idea to start this business? Because it's not easy to go into business.
I didn't like how there were bakeries that kept product overnight. So my whole thing is everything fresh, always real. So we do real food, and it's baked fresh that morning. We don't keep anything overnight.
All right, the Baker, keeping it real.
Yeah, exactly.
Keep up the good work. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much.
All right. We are happy to be joined by Crystal from Healthy Bites over here in the Taste of the SouthCoast. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you.
Well, you went in business with your partner about 3 years ago. What was that like? Why did you decide to do Healthy Bites?
Well, actually, it was my own journey. I lost over 50 pounds myself, so I started helping out people and, trying to get them to meal prep and do it, and nobody seemed to want to do it for themselves, so they were just like I'll pay you to do it and you do it, so Healthy Bites was born, basically, yeah. There's really a need for it right now because everybody's so busy all the time and no one has time to meal prep or even think to make healthy decisions, so I kind of do that for you.
Well, it's nice because obviously eating healthy is a challenge for some people, you know what I'm saying?
It's a challenge for everybody.
Yeah, so it is nice to do that. So what do you think it is about, trying to encourage people to eat healthy that makes it so difficult?
I think the big stigma is people think that it has to be boiled chicken and, brown rice and just plain vegetables, and it doesn't. So our menu changes weekly, so it's never the same thing. And I always try to make food that you think is bad for you a little bit better. So if you change some of the ingredients, it makes it a little bit, it makes it healthier and it makes it taste better because you're using all natural ingredients. So, but that's the things that people don't understand.
Well, that's a great idea. Tell me what services you provide here.
We do meal prep, so weekly meal prep. We also do catering, which a lot of people don't know about. And we're also personal trainers, so we offer one-on-one personal training, and I also teach classes out of a gym, so we do it all.
Wow, talk about being healthy, huh?
Yes, we
Looks
try.
like she wrote the book over here.
I think so, yeah.
Crystal, thanks very much. Keep up the good work.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
We're hanging out for the moment at the Brazilian Grill and talking to
Kelly.
All right, Kelly, nice to meet you. Well, tell me a little bit about this Brazilian Grill because it really seems to have taken off around our area.
Oh, it definitely has. So we have about 16 to 18 different types of meats. They're walked around by gauchos or meat runners. Big, huge skewers full of meat, just walking around the restaurant, going from table to table. They can slice it right there at your table. We also have a variety of different things at our salad bar. Not just salads, we have soups, homemade rice and beans, and traditional Brazilian dishes. It's vegetables, it's cheeses, breads, homemade bread. Oh, it's amazing. As well as homemade desserts as well. So it's definitely worth a try. All one set price. You go in, grab. If you leave hungry, we didn't do our job right.
Looks like you got this down to a science. My top-notch cameraman AJ had that focus in on that slab of meat, and that thing, I mean, it's juicy. It looks tender. Very, very desirable to look at.
Oh yeah, that's our prime rib. It's absolutely amazing. Like I said, we have 18 different types as well as a grilled pineapple. Prime rib is definitely one of the favorites, but we also have filet. We have filet and bacon. It's so delicious.
Oh man, she's making me hungry over here. I'm gonna have to, grab something on the way out. But let me ask you this: obviously, we have a big Portuguese community here along the South Coast. What's the difference between Brazilian food and Portuguese food?
I'm not Brazilian or Portuguese, so I.
Oh, somebody go. You have your backup over here. Who's this?
Here's my backup. So what was the question?
Andrea. So you know a little bit about the difference between Brazilian and Portuguese food?
Portuguese food is mostly more of like seafood, and Brazilian food mostly more of like steaks and everything. Portuguese do involve steaks and everything. In Brazil, mostly in Brazil we have cowboys, which is like northern part and south part. They're all involving cowboys, and we're all like, and all we do is meat. Here we grill the steaks. We'll grill them for a long time. We saute them, all kinds of different things on it. We have, like she said, 16 to 18 different kinds of meat. Yeah.
Sounds like an expert, right? She's an expert in the entire thing.
My family makes most of these foods, so.
Oh, sorry, so you know the difference.
Yeah. So the cultural and between Portuguese and Brazilian, not that much. Same thing. It's just some different kind of spices and different things like that.
This is a little bit more than the old, linguiça and chorizo here. This is like nothing against that, but I'm just saying. When you look at this table, this stuff is fantastic. And there's more than one restaurant now, right?
Yes, we have one in Hyannis, and we also have one in State Road on Dartmouth. Dartmouth has been here recently. It's new. The Hyannis has been here for is more running than Dartmouth has. Anything else?
How long have you been working there?
I've been working here for the past like half a year, but I've been going to the one Hyannis ever since they opened, so I'd say ever since I was 4 or 3.
Well, you guys are doing a great job.
Yeah.
Keep up the good work, and thanks for speaking to us.
Have a nice day.
It's been around forever. And what is your name?
Matt.
Joined by Matt of Dorothy Cox's Candy. It's been around since 1928. Wow, what a great tradition for Dorothy Cox's Candy. Why?
Because it's sweet and everybody loves chocolate and ice cream.
How is the day going here at the Taste of the South Coast?
Very busy, very busy. Everybody seems to love the Buttercrunch ice cream.
Now tell me about your locations at this time.
Right now, our location's at 119 Alden Road in Fairhaven, and then we have our factory and factory store in Wareham, Mass. on 8 Kendrick Road.
You guys are around.
Yep, we've been around for 90 years this year.
Hey, congratulations. Keep up the good work.
Thank you very much.
All right. I run into some folks who are enjoying the Taste of the South Coast, and you are?
Becky.
And?
Dave.
Tanya.
All right, well, the first question is, are you a hairstylist?
I am, yeah.
I figured that out on my own. I love the hairstyle. Tell me about, hairstyling and different ideas and all the different stuff that you guys come up with.
Oh, we do lots of different stuff. I work at the Polished Look on Ashley Boulevard in New Bedford. We do hair color, we do perms, we do prom and wedding styles really big right now. A lot of the fashion colors are really popular at the moment. We're doing a lot of this kind of stuff.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. What's interesting is they have, best food, best dessert. They don't have a best hairstyle, unfortunately.
I know, they should come up with that one.
Yeah, me and the cameraman, we were like, she's winning,
I'm winning today.
Now, what about you guys? What are you guys doing?
I work at AFC Cable in New Bedford.
All right, awesome. And this is?
Tanya, I'm a nanny.
And what do you do?
I'm a nanny.
Oh, a nanny. All right, that's fantastic. All right, well, have fun. Enjoy the day.
Thanks.
Thanks for speaking with us. Joined here by Larry Roy. He's a retired fireman, but he's offering these rides on this old fire truck from the Fire Museum. Nice to meet you, Larry.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Tell me about the rides this year at the Taste of the South Coast. Why are you guys doing it?
Well, we've been doing it for a few years, and they enjoy it. The kids enjoy it very much, you know. So we come down every year.
I'm taking a look at this equipment. Obviously, quite different than the fire trucks that you have now.
Yeah. This 52 International fire truck. It was formerly Engine 8 on the Avenue back in the 50s.
Wow.
So it's all been painted and done over by Mako. Mako did the paint job, so they did a nice job on it.
Yeah, it really looks sharp. And the thing is, you get to drive it around a little bit. That's kind of fun.
Yeah, it's fun. I've been doing it for like 40 years.
But this is an easy call.
Oh, yeah.
Well, thanks very much.
Okay,
Keep up the good work.
Yeah,
All right.
thank you.
Right here.
How you doing? My name is Rick. My name is Rick Spohr. I volunteer at the Fire Museum with Larry Roy and a couple of the other guys that work there and volunteer our time here and there with local firefighters that come down and try to give some exposure to the Fire Museum that's located on Bedford and 6th Streets.
Well, there's a lot of great stuff in there because there's classic apparatus that they used to use years ago. So it's really, really exciting to see that stuff.
Yeah. What you see here is a 1952 International hose that was actually in service in New Bedford up to about 1978. Did a lot of work for the city of New Bedford and for the fire department. It's been converted into a ride truck since then, and it just went through a refurb project with a lot of help from a lot of different individuals. It looks pretty good, and it's the original motors in there, and Larry's here. I think he might have been the original driver as well, so I'm not really sure about that, but Larry does a nice job, and there's a lot of guys down there that do a lot of work down there to make it happen.
Did you hear that, Larry? He said you drove it originally. Did you hear that? He said you were the original driver.
Yeah, I think Larry came from the International factory with the truck. I think he was delivered the same day, but I think we got a picture of that somewhere. We're going to have to find that.
Well, you know, recently they actually showcased the latest apparatus that they have now, and you see that thing they have now compared to what they have, and obviously a beautiful truck right here, but what they have now, that's really come a long way, the stuff that the firefighters are able to use.
Yeah, you know, just like any other profession, technology hasn't left the fire department behind too far. What you see today, the apparatus have far more capabilities, and they're just a joy to drive and operate. These took a lot more manual labor, as you know. Right. So,
but it's a classic.
But it's a classic. Yep, still does a lot of work for us. We're very proud of it, and like I said, we have a lot of other apparatus down at the Fire Museum. So if people want to come down and check it out, we're open July 5th, 12 to 4, Monday through Saturday. It's a great time for the kids. We have other stuff going on down there. We got a pole that the kids can use. We have a little safety program as well. So, and then they can check out some of the newer apparatus too that come by once in a while. We'll have the guys come by, and they can kind of compare the apparatus, like you said, the newer stuff with the old stuff, and it's a real joy. So I appreciate you guys coming by.
Yeah, we'll have to come down there.
Please do.
And obviously a nice ride for these youngsters over here. Hey, thanks very much.
Yep. Have a good day, sir.
All right, we figured to get the full taste of the Taste of the South Coast, we couldn't leave out these classic New Bedford fire rides. You know, we're talking about, you know, going for a ride on there. Like, I think they might actually let us go on with the camera and everything. But, you know, I don't know, I got this little back issue here. I think it's going to be a little bit bumpy. AJ, cameraman, you going to go on there?
Yeah, sure, I'll go.
All right, we'll send the cameraman. It won't be that bad. It won't be that bumpy. Go ahead, check it out. You can't have the Taste of the South Coast without musical entertainment, and we certainly have that with Rewind That. We are joined by a couple of the group members. You are?
My name's Colin Van Pelt.
And I am Adam Medeiros.
Well, as soon as I heard it was going to be Rewind That, I knew you guys were going to do a lot of different kinds of music. Tell me about that, because that's the key to pleasing the crowd, right?
Absolutely. We try to play a little bit of everything for everybody, and everyone seems to like it, so.
Tell me just watch. Don't believe me, just watch. Don't believe me, just watch. Don't believe me, just watch. Hey, hey, oh, stop. Wait a minute. Fill my cup with some liquor. Take a sip. Sign a check. Julio, get the stretch.
You know, the biggest thing is people love to dance. Any generation, you know, Motown up until today, and it's great that we can provide that. We do a lot of different types of music, like Colin said, you know, and the key thing I love is to party hard, dance the night away, and to just, you know, we're so blessed to do this. This is our second time here, and last year was great, and we're really thankful that the rain hasn't come out because we got a lot of expensive gear on stage. But we started the band around 3 years ago.
3-4 years.
Yeah.
I joined 3 years ago myself.
Yeah, around 3 years ago, we started in my garage in front of a propane heater in the dead of winter. I mean, the snow had the garage door closed, and now we're booked for the year, you know, and it's really cool. I was always, you know, those movies that show successful musicians, how they start out on the bottom and then they get better. And, you know, with 3 years in, we couldn't be more thankful and receptive of the response from the fans and everything, you know. I just wanted to play drums.
Right.
And you know, here I am. I made my good friend Colin and, you know, Lori, and there's so many musicians involved with this project over this time, and it's been great.
Now, you guys are from Southern Rhode Island, right?
That's right. I live in Newport.
Tiverton, yeah,
All
yes,
right.
yeah.
So where are your gigs? Your gigs are all around southeastern New England, or?
Myself, I gig in Newport almost every night. I stay pretty local. This is almost as far as I'll go, but 40 minutes away. But
that's good.
But yeah.
You?
Yeah, well, I try to keep it local. You know, once in a while I'll go to Connecticut or, you know, but I really like it when it's like this, special events.
Right.
I love playing dive bars because then you can act crazy.
There's a
And
few of those around. I think,
Yeah, and the rules don't apply as much, you know, things are swept under the rug. You know, weddings are a lot more formal, but you can't beat a food festival
Right.
with live music and, you know, the weather holding out. And this is what we love to do, you
Now,
know.
do you guys do any original stuff at all, or?
I have been, actually. Over the past couple months, I've been doing that because, you know, there's only so many times you can play Bruno Mars before it's like, oh, here it comes again, you know?
Exactly.
But, yeah.
All
So,
right,
I mean,
great.
you know, keep the music alive, keep art alive, keep it all going. Be yourself and just, you know, do whatever you want to do. Don't let anyone tell you what to do. Do what you want to do.
Don't forget about the dive bars.
Don't forget about the dive
I
bar.
don't think we don't have any of those around here, but you know, wherever you find one.
Oh, they're everywhere.
Hey, thanks very much.
Thank
All right,
you
talk
so
to you
much,
later.
man.
Keep up the good work.
Harlem, Hollywood, Jackson, Mississippi. We show up, they're gonna show out. Smoother than a fresh drop skipping. Too hot, hot damn.
Cold links from that fire, man.
I'm too hot, hot damn.
Bad and Monterey, man.
I'm too hot, hot damn. Say my name, you know who I am. I'm too hot, hot damn. Am I bad about that money? Put it down. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Ooh, girls hit you, hallelujah. Ooh, girls hit you, hallelujah. Ooh, it's Uptown Funk, gon' give it to you. It's Uptown Funk, gon' give it to you. It's Uptown Funk, gon' give it to you. Sunday night, we in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. Come on. Don't believe me, just watch. Come on.
So another great time for the citizens of New Bedford and along the South Coast as well. Here at the 12th annual Taste of the South Coast Festival, the Friendly Sons of St. Patrick always do a great job. People walking around, eating, testing out all the different food. Over 20 vendors. We're talking about restaurants, caterers, eateries, people who do dessert, all kinds of different folks that are working in the New Bedford area, all down here to sample their food, and it went fantastic. We had that great band we talked to. We also had the fire engine rides, so great family fun down here on the New Bedford Pier as usual. So congrats to everybody who made it all happen. Hey, it's Paul Santos for New Bedford Cable Network. We'll talk to you soon.